Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Tay. I'm Taylor Gonzalez, and my guest today co-wrote and co-directed the upcoming short film Rancid alongside Hudson Williams. I'm so excited to be joined by Alex Vance. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I had the pleasure of watching Rancid yesterday, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was incredible. Every aspect of it, from the acting to the score to, I don't know, the editing. I just loved it so much. And I'm very excited for everybody else to get a chance to see it as well.
Yeah, we're really excited to premiere at Hollywood Shorts Fest in a few weeks, and the demand for it has been a little insane and exciting. So that's we're really excited to do it.
That must feel so rewarding to, put so much time and effort into something, and then not only are you going to have it premiere, in Hollywood and Los Angeles, but then also to see the demand just skyrocket for it. And I believe now it's going to be at every single screening.
Yes, every block will have a screening.
Well, congratulations. That's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, it's exciting to see, Hudson's career just blow up right now. And, he's been working really hard and so have I. But, to see him have that big break is just really inspiring, especially for the community in the Vancouver area. And yeah, it's amazing.
That is awesome. And then another like really cool side effect of it is it helps to boost attention and like shine a spotlight on all the short films that he has worked so hard on as well. So I just think that's awesome. And everyone is in for such a treat when they go to see it in a couple weeks. What are you looking forward to most when you have this premiere and you have all these different audiences seeing your work for the first time?
Yeah, it's really nerve-wracking that, it's gonna get seen so much, but that's what you make art for, to get seen. I'm really looking forward to just, audience reactions. I'm a filmmaker because I want to make people feel. So, seeing how people react to the scenes, has some darker and some more mature content matter. So, I hope that people can relate to it and just, you know, kind of have it be cathartic. I know it was for me and Hudson as well. So, yeah, just looking forward to reactions in the theater for sure.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. And you're going to be attending as well and participating in Q&As after?
Hmm.
That'll be very cool because then everyone can ask all the questions about, the behind the scenes making of it and
Yeah.
everything that you did. One of the questions that I had, I love hearing how people came up with the titles of short films. And to me, the perfect title is one word because it's a short film. So I just feel like you don't want your title to be longer than the film. So how did you come up with Rancid?
Oh my gosh, I can't even remember now. I mean, we came up with the idea for the story and we're just kind of beating it out and outlining, and I we came up with the motif of the rotten fruit in it and just how that, and the dying flower or the plant, and just how those were just metaphorical manifestations of what their relationship was. So, you know, I don't know, I just like the word rancid too, and it fits. So yeah.
Yeah, it fit perfectly. And when Hudson said it, I was like, oh, there it is. I was the Leonardo DiCaprio meme of him pointing at the TV screen. Oh my gosh. I also loved the setting. Where was this film?
This was actually filmed in Hudson's mom's apartment. Talk
That is
about the
awesome.
indiest film set. It was a crew of like maybe 10 of us. It was very small and labor of love.
Oh, very cool. No, I love hearing that. I just saw a horror film from A24 that came out a few weeks ago called Undertone, and it's about a horror podcast. And the director was there for a Q&A, and he was like, oh, we filmed this at my house. So it was filmed at his own house, and it's a horror movie. I don't know how I would feel about that, filming a horror movie where I live, because then I'm just going to think of all the the demons and all the ghosts and all the monsters. It's like, I don't know about that, but that's very cool that you got to film it at his mom's place.
Mhm.
So you collaborated with Hudson Williams on this. Not only does he star in it, but he also helped co-write it and co-direct it. How did that collaboration process between the two of you come about?
Yeah, so shout out to Vancouver sketch comedy group called the Smashed Potato Kids, and that's how we met. I'm a writer, or am a writer for them, and I don't act at all. Do not ever want to act. Maybe when I was a child, wanted to, but I'm terrified of being in front of people, big crowds. I'm getting better at because I have to pitch a lot of projects and stuff. So, but I love storytelling, and Hudson, I think at this point was like pretty fresh out of acting school and was looking for a collaborator to, kind of helm this like little project. And it's hard to direct yourself when you're acting in your own thing. So he came to me. I was recommended to him just to, he was like, oh, Alex is doing things, you should talk to her. So, he brought the concept to me and then we just built it up from like, like a seed of an idea and then it blossomed. And, co-directing, it can get, there can be power struggles or whatever, but like I felt like everything was so equal with us and we both kind of wanted to bring our perspectives to it, but I feel like we saw eye to eye on everything. And actually on the day when we were filming, I was 5 months pregnant, so like I was very sick and tired, and like I felt like I was there for moral support, but also like making sure we got everything we needed uh, on the day as well, and then getting into post production. I love editing, and we did many versions of the cut, and we had amazing editor, composer, DOP, like our crew small but mighty. So it was fun to see that, our creative vision was very strong and like always on the same page.
Oh, that's so great to hear. Yeah, I love talking to people who co-directed something because everyone has a different process. Some people do, like I'll take these scenes, you take these scenes. Some people work on every single scene together. Can you talk about how you guys broke down exactly who was directing what and a little bit more about like the dynamic between the two of you?
I can't remember. Did we shortlist? We must have. I can't, it's been so long now. I can't remember. I should have looked up my old emails. But you know, especially he prepared so much for, the acting portion of it, and we must have had a shot list. We went through and just, figured out, yeah, we definitely shortlisted. I can't imagine myself not shortlisting, so I'll just say that. Um, so going through and making sure that we got everything that we needed on the list. And then, I love getting like alts or, just having like putting both our notes in, but also like because he's acting on screen, like watching playback just to make sure that he's good with his performance and like something you can see. And then if you're doing shots with Martina, the other actor, or if we're doing shots of with no actors, then I'd like let him step in and not let him, but he would kind of be more in charge because he didn't have to focus on acting. So, I don't think it was like you take this scene, you take that scene. It was just kind of an organic, letting each other work the way that we needed to and but still be on the same page.
So good. And I loved the other lead, the co-lead in this as well, Martina. How did you guys find her to star in this as well?
She knew Hudson already, and I think we're doing a acting workshop or some sort of class together, and he was like, she's amazing, like you need to meet her, and I think she'd be perfect. And it's like, I trust you like 100%. And her performance, like it just punches me in the gut every time. Like she's so good.
Yeah, she is very good in this. I am very excited for people to see her performance in this as well. One of the things I found very interesting about this, because I didn't know too much going into this, was the order in which the audience receives the information. How did you guys decide on that? And what was it like when you did decide, like, this is how we're going to give the audience the information?
Yeah, when we outlined the script, that was kind of always going to be the order of things. So I don't think that the what's on screen swayed too much from what we had written. And it really kind of provided that roadmap for us. I think coming in kind of in the middle of it is always interesting in film because, they're in a typical like feature film, there's always the setup, but are those movies where it starts like near the end or whatever, and then you kind of come back and see the beginning. We just really wanted to set up that darker tone. Um, at the beginning and then have that one glimpse of like how it was good before. So, it was just a structure choice that we wanted to explore.
No, I loved it so much. I was not expecting that. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's so cool. Such a unique choice. And I don't know, just made it really interesting. And excited for people to see that aspect of it as well. I
Yeah.
did want to make sure to give a special mention to Josh Santos, who was the composer on this. The music set the tone perfectly, and I loved it so much. Can you talk about collaborating with him and how you guys found him to score this project?
I'm pretty sure Hudson found him. He what at the point like at that time was very up and coming, but now he's like doing tons of labs and like he's working he's working very hard and getting hired a lot now. So we're really excited for him. And yeah, we just kind of let him do his thing. Like I think we gave him some samples of like what like tone we were going for, but he just like I don't remember giving many notes, like maybe one or two to him. He really nailed the thematic and that feeling that we were going for.
Such a great score, and
Yeah.
I don't know, I it like stuck with me, stayed with me after. So I yeah, really wanted to make sure to mention that as well. Is Rancid something that you are hoping eventually one day to turn into a feature-length film?
Um, we hadn't really talked about it at this point, and I know that he's so busy,
Yeah,
but I would definitely love to explore like how we could expand this couple's relationship and add some more like external elements to it because it's so contained. But yeah, it's not we haven't discussed it as of now, but could be fun.
yeah, I think it would be a really cool opportunity there. So as we mentioned, Rancid will be screening at the Hollywood Shorts Fest from April 17th through 19th. If people want to see it outside of that festival, is there a way to check it out soon, or will it be hitting more festivals after that?
Yeah, we're waiting to hear back from a few more festivals. It'd be amazing to get some screenings, but if not, we'll eventually release it on Vimeo or YouTube for people to watch, and we will definitely keep everyone posted when we decide to do that.
Where would be a good place actually for people to come and follow you, keep up with, all the announcements, all the other festival runs?
Yeah, my Instagram is at a underscore Haji. Um, you can throw it on the screen maybe
Yeah.
eventually. After the live. And I know there's a fan account, Hudson Williams updates on Instagram, and it's like they have everything. It's insane, like how much they get. So I'm sure they'll be posting about it once we announce it too. So if you follow them, then you'll definitely be able to get the link for that too.
Yes, actually, now that you mention them, I want to give them a shout out as well because they have been so supportive of my interviews that involve Hudson's short films. So I just want to say thank you to them. I appreciate, getting the word out because it's so nice to be able to show people other work of his and all the hard work and effort that goes into short films and, give a peek behind the scenes of how these came together. So Alex, I cannot thank you enough for being here today. Congratulations on the upcoming festival run, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much, Taylor. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Bye.